Okay, I want to work for something like half an hour on the planning project. So I'm still really wondering what I want to work on tonight. Uh, there is something I could do, which could take me as long as I want, is to make it all a little prettier. So, but I'm not great at it. But I could try to fix have the same margins here and there, and have a margin from the top and the left and the right of the screen. Mm, Maybe align this. Do nice little things. Maybe make these circles instead of rectangles. So I could do this. I could also I could also work on the configuration screen. So we still need some kind of settings page where we can set the where we can edit this essentially edit this time slots the JSON file, setting the different time slots and their colors. So for now there is only the time slot name and the colors, so it's not much. So, but we need a little screen like this so that next in the future we can add the fact that we have a start of the the time of the time of start of the time slot and the time of end. So there's this, and the last thing I can think of right now is the server code. Currently, we open the file whenever we want to modify the calendar file. We'll just open it. Um, we just open it, modify it, and save it back. But if there are concurrent two concurrent requests, this could create this will create a race condition, which which probably means that there be some kind of inaccuracy. There will probably be missing. If there are two concurrent requests, maybe one will get discarded because the file will be overwritten. So that's something else I could work on right now. And well, let's try picking it at random because I can't really yeah, wheel of names. That's right. Okay, so we want make it pretty. Server race condition, and what was the last thing again? Yeah, configuration page. Okay, let's just really pick it at random because I really have no idea what I want to do. Okay, config page it is. So, also, can you see this wonderful chair I'm in right now? It's so much more comfortable than these chairs I was on before. Okay, so let's do the config page. So I wonder if I should what I'm thinking of is I probably want to have some sort of navbar at the button, like you see in many applications, many mobile apps. Currently, there's just a bar with icons at the bottom of the screen here. I probably want that for this web app too. But maybe it's better to just work on the page for now and incorporate this later, because all I could do is just to, I'm probably going to use a router for this. So yeah, it's going to be a single page app. All of the requests will be will just serve the all of the requests will just serve this index page, and then the code will do will figure out which content it should show based on the URL that was requested. So I think we can do this, although I never did it, but I think there's a router in you. Yeah. So this is the main way of doing this with all the web frameworks that you have. There's the same thing in React, for example, and I'm sure there are a lot of things similar to this. So I see this is in a different crate. So we need to import your router, create a route enum, and so this this shows all the possible routes. Okay, most of you's router must be grandchildren of one of the router components. A route is paired with a switch component, which finds the variant whose path matches the browser's current URL and passes it to the render callback. The callback then decides what to render. In case no path is matched, the router navigates to the path with not found attribute. If no route is specified, most of your router's components, in particular link and switch, must be grandchildren of one of the router components. You usually only need a single router in your app, most often rendered immediately by your most top-level app component. The router registers a context which is needed for links and switches to function. An example is shown below. When using your router in browser environment, browser router is highly recommended. Okay, well, let's go with that then. Okay, so here we have browser router. Here we switch. Okay, so the component which is to be rendered, well, the HTML that is to be rendered is determined by this function, which is set inside a switch component. Okay, and then yeah, you could have IDs or parameters, sort of like any path, but we don't need that for now. Yeah, so you can do this, which is very powerful, but we don't need that now. And yeah, so that's for having a link, but again, we don't need this. Nested router, yeah, all of this we don't need. We just want well, really this example right here. So let's open this main.rs, and I'm beginning to think, well, this file is only it's a little above 200 lines of code, so that's not too big for now, but I guess we should really yeah, we'll probably need to modify it somehow. Well, to break it down in multiple files. Also, there's something that is fucking up every string recognition. I think it has something to do with one of the format macros. Yeah, and all these. Oh, so everything's broken here. Let's try and see where it is broken. It's probably this one. Yes. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's too bad. Oh, but it's not broken anymore. Well, it is broken, but not as much. Okay, well, let's just go on. Okay, so yeah, for now, let's just have... So we leave the suspense here. Yeah, I guess we'll have a config page .rs. Wow, that's a long time to create a file, to just create a file. What's happening here? Okay. Well, so we need function component. This is going to be the config page. Oh no, we'll just do this. Okay. Okay, and we just need, so you can save it because Rust Analyzer is taking time. Oh. Okay. It's already about half the time I want to work. That is almost half time is gone now, but well, that's going to be a long time, especially if saving a file is taking half an hour. Let's try and reopen VS Code. Okay. Okay. Rust Analyzer is showing some errors now. No proc macros present for this crate. Okay, but it's still indexing. Okay, well, let's go on with it for now. So this is going to return an HTML, and let's just yeah, so I guess we need to import. Okay, so now that Rust Analyzer is finished, no. Okay, so okay, let's just show a div with the written config page for now, just to test, make it work. Close this div. Okay, so this returns HTML, and now we have to add the, okay, well, let's see. Oh, because it's not public, so let's make it public. Or it doesn't have to be public because it's in a submodule of this. Yeah, so you can't Oh, because I need to import it, right? I need to use config page. I don't need it to be public. I don't think so. Maybe I do. Let's try it like that. Okay, so import config page. Struct config page is private. Okay, so we do need to make it public to be able to use it in a parent module. That I didn't know. I don't really use modules that often. Well, it's been a long time, and these details are not so I can remember. Okay, so we have this HTML showing up right here. So now we need a switch function. Well, let's just copy the example. So we need this enum route. We need uRouter. And we need to add this. We need to add the uRouter crate to the router equals well, yes, this. Okay. So now we have the crate, we have the route. We need so yeah, this secure, and we need this function, which takes a route, and we match it, and so we have home, which would probably be called calendar or something, but okay. And let's well, let's just call it config or settings maybe. Yeah, no, it's more of a configuration page. Okay, and let's just call it config here. And we want, so in case this is home, we want to render app. And in case this is config, we want to render we want to render config page. So is this okay? Yes. And finally we want a browser route. Yeah. So we should probably put this here. I wonder if it'll work with the browser router. With the suspense, well, it must be working. Okay, so here, and if we go to config, this is config page. Fantastic. Okay, so now we can start working on the config page. And it's in a different file, so that's great too, because that means we don't have this much code to go around every time we want to modify this page. This we don't need anymore. Okay, so we need something like this same thing. For now, it's just going to configure the time slots. So let's just copy this, really, because that's all we want in the end. We don't want calendar, and we want this. We don't need calendar. We want to get the time slots, but not the calendar. Okay, and now we need to import hashmap. We need to import use future handle, although yeah, no, it was needed to import, so we import this too. Okay. And we need use map, although no, yeah, use map is from uhooks, so we need it to was it? Yeah, we have a prelude for this, which we probably want to use. Oh, and well, this needs to return an HTML result. Okay. Yes, because what do we need to wrap this in an okay? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we should be getting the time slots right, I think. So now, what do we want? We want something. Okay, so we probably want to have a list of all the time slots, of all the different time slots, and yeah. So the fact that we have this this hash map. So everything is stored in a hash map for now, and this will not work well. Well, I guess let's just show things for now. Let's not modify them. Let's just show the different time slots. And after all, we need to work in small steps, and I only have 8 minutes left because I need to go to sleep. After that, so let's not get too greedy for now. Let's just show everything in let's just show everything. Okay, I think there was something with loops. HTML lists. Oh yeah, this is it. So yeah, that's what we want. So we still need that. Let's do this, and that will be 4 time slots. But I already have something like this. Where is it? That's what I want. Okay. So we want time slots.current.iter.map. We have the time slot and the color, and we don't need. What is this time slot.clone? Oh, because it's a string, right? Okay, so let's not do anything too fancy for now. This we don't want either. Let's reindent everything, and we don't need the. Okay, we don't need all this. Yeah, because that's just a button, and we want. Okay, so we want a. Well, let's show an actual list here. So this will be a UL element. And in each, so this will be an LI then. Okay, and for each LI element, we'll just show the. So we want to show time slot. this colon with spaces around it and the color. So will this do? Or do we need to still clone some things? No. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, so that's exactly what we want. It seems to be stable because I don't know how this iterator figures out which in which order. I guess it just goes with what it has in memory, but it will cause problems in the future because we don't want all the time slots to reorder at random. When we go back to the page, we would like them to be to always be in the same order. So one thing we could do that would not be that bad would be to I guess sorting them in the alphabetical order. I mean the actual time slot names really do really are like this. So grouping all the M's together, for example, all the S's together. Well, there aren't that many, but I guess having them in alphabetical order would not be that bad. Yeah, I guess. So we need to sort them. So I guess I think we could sort on the. Isn't there a sort function? Okay, well, this will make things a bit harder. Well, let's not get into this for now. Let's just do some styling. After all, I only have less than 3 minutes left, so let's just have an H1 here. Let's show the name of the page and close the H1. So this gives us a little more context. What did I do? Only one root. Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. So let's create a fragment to have only one root element. Okay, well, that's Tailwind settings. So yeah, so that's the margin and the text. I guess we'll copy these and maybe the bold, and let's have I think we need to have brackets here and here, and we want this to be a list of all the classes. Yeah, that's a bit better. Although, so that's margin bottom. Well, that's not too bad. And let's check out. So I don't know why I'm not on the Tailwind. Tailwind actual site here. Okay, and let's check out lists. List style type, and let's use list disk. And it's probably on the UL element, yeah. So class equals list disk. Well, that didn't work. Why? UL class equals list disk. Why isn't it showing up? So there's this list style type. But is disk really? Yeah. What's going on here? I don't know why it's not showing up. Because there's this marker. I guess let's go on this site again. UL list disk list inside. Maybe that's it. Maybe the list is somehow outside of the screen. Maybe that's it. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I guess we can have the CSS making it so that the list markers are outside of the margin or something like this. I don't know. That's kind of curious for me. Yeah, so this is really a marker element, marker pseudo element. I don't know how lists work in HTML, and actually rendering them and processing them and the CSS around them. But that worked somehow. We don't really have a nice margin around the body, but we'll figure that out later. So, and I'm out of time right now, so, but that's still a bit of progress. Let's commit things. Well, we moved this, but let's revert it as always. And let's, well, that's all adding the that's on the client. Add configuration page. Or let's call it begin configuration page, I guess. Okay, we push it, and all right. So that's great. Well, I didn't have much time and I'm a bit tired, so that's not that much progress, but it's still some progress, so it's still something, so that's good enough for me. Let's, well, goodbye. Let me stop this. Bye-bye.